What is going on, guys? Before we get into today's episode of Talk Xbox to Me, I just wanted to let y'all know that today's episode is sponsored by Project Winter. The developers of Project Winter were kind enough to give me, the Asylum Warden, and Aki Rain review keys, as I'm sure y'all know from seeing our video already. But Project Winter is a 8-player survival betrayal-esque kind of game. Think of something like Among Us, just a bit more advanced with more mechanics and stuff like that. It just went live on Xbox One a couple weeks ago, and it is coming to PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch in the future with cross-play between all platforms. Check out their website at projectwinter.co today, or just check them out on the Xbox or Steam store. Enjoy today's episode of Talk Xbox to Me, guys. Let's do this. All right, and boys, we live.
Yes, Lord.
Yes. Hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Talk Xbox to Me. Now, I do want to apologize because we are very, very late with this episode.
We are so far fucking behind on everything.
Yes, we have been terrible. A lot of it's my fault. Don't be too mad at Shiny and Asylum. But
Don't be mad at me at all. None of this was my fault. I'm always available.
So what? Just put it all on me, huh?
Oh no, put like 1/8 on Shiny.
Okay. Oh well, fuck you. I thought you were gonna say 1/8 on me. Hey, what's up, Clip Art? And but yeah, I do apologize. I do apologize that we are late. So yes, Clip Art Asylum is gonna like you already, man. You're already blaming me.
I fucking love this guy.
He's already blaming me, and he hasn't even been here for a minute yet. Damn it! But yeah, I do apologize we were late with that episode, but don't worry, we'll be back on our regular schedule now. We wanted to bring you guys one earlier in the week before Sunday, so that way you didn't have to wait a century. We do got some juicy topics I want to talk about tonight. Me personally, I'm actually going to be even challenging my Xbox loyalty later on here in the episode to my two pals here. So you guys are going to be up for a pretty good discussion and debate when that time comes, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, so the first thing I want to talk about is well, before we even talk about shit, man, I'm a rude fuck. How are you guys doing tonight? I didn't even say anything to either of you. Well, Asylum, screw you because you were too busy blaming me for shit.
I have the shittiest fucking work schedule. It's all afternoon shifts.
Oh god.
I hate afternoon shifts.
Hold on, you have them all week?
Yes.
So
I don't know what a fucking day off is. Yes, 1 to 7, 1 to 7, 1 to 7, 3 to 7. Then it's an all-day shift, and then 1 to 7.
So basically, if your boss randomly disappears in the next few weeks, I should probably act like I don't know you if the FBI comes to my door.
If I randomly disappear for the next few weeks, you should expect the worst.
Okay. Oh no. I can see them now. They're gonna kick it through. I'm gonna get a gun in my face because I know Mr. Asylum Warden.
I'm gonna show up at your fucking doors one of the days with a switch and just be like, "Hey, bitch, you're gonna harbor a refugee."
Oh no.
Where am I from? Hiding from the goddamn law.
What about you, Shiny? How you doing tonight, buddy?
Vibing, just vibing.
Nice.
Brain meat is just chilling up there, low key doing the schmurder dance.
Oh no.
Playing anything? The fuck out of me.
Speaking of the schmurder dance, my boy Bobby Schmurder got released out of prison. Yeah.
Oh man. You guys playing anything good tonight, or we just chilling, vibing?
I was playing Minecraft, and I was like, do I hate myself? Because I was seriously considering playing Dead by Daylight alone.
What the hell is wrong with you?
A great many things.
Don't do that.
I don't know why you keep asking this.
No.
You already know.
No.
I was
actually, fuck you. Dead by Daylight by myself. Fucking full send.
Well, before this, I was playing Skyforge on Switch, as I'm sure you guys know. Big shout out to Clip Art, by the way. I believe Clip Art, you are the Pantheon leader, right? Or one of the higher ups? I think you run the whole thing. I want to make sure. Because I don't want to say it's your Pantheon and you say no, it's somebody else.
Okay, so Clip Art, if you're one of the higher ups in that fucking Skyforge Pantheon, why the fuck are you playing Skyforge?
Well, he's actually a veteran from PC, so he knows the deal with the game already. He knows what it's going to look like here in a few months. I personally think it'll last a bit longer on Switch just because of the lack of MMOs on there and the high player base. But I don't think it's going to change the fate that every single version of the game meets overall. I don't think it's going to be anything that
it's going to fucking die.
Well, it's not gonna die. It's just gonna get to that it's just gonna get to that point where it's mostly like all the hardcore pantheons just playing 24/7 with a newbie that jumps in occasionally and quits because the grind to whatever invasion is just too crazy. And that right there is that other sweet spot I want those developers to fix. Because if they fix that, people will stick around.
I can shit while that grind was not to like. You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair.
You can't argue with that.
I can't. You're right. I cannot argue with that. I will give you that. You can grind while on the toilet.
Clip art, just so you know, my good buddy Asylum here, he's actually a Skyforge veteran as well.
There's a reason why you fucking hate the game.
Yeah, Asylum and Shiny have both played with me in the past. Asylum's been there with me since the PS4 launch. He came with me on PS4 and on Xbox. He has a.
Why did I put up with it twice?
Holy shit! You have a Switch on the way, so I can drag you into that too. Wow! Why didn't I think about that?
Oh,
And
no,
Shiny actually came with me day one on Xbox with the with Skyforge. So these guys do have a good chunk of knowledge with the game.
You know, Clipwork just keeps bringing up all these valid excuses.
Hey,
Like,
there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if you're playing the game and having fun with it, by all means. Like that's one thing. That's one thing I told people in my review when it came to Skyforge. I said straight up, I said, I have my problems with the game. You guys are going to see that, especially if you go and watch my old videos. Like there's a video of me calling Skyforge a pay-to-win piece of shit. It's still up there. But
I remember that video.
Yeah. And Kill Shift was
in my life video.
Yeah, Kill Shift was a little hot with me back then when he was a community manager, but because yeah, Clip Art, I don't know if you know, but back during the PS4 days, there was a movement going on called LieForge. It was a hashtag that that went a little big on Twitter for a bit. I was the starter of that. Because once I got wind of the whole pay-to-win deal back on PlayStation, I snapped. And the only reason I snapped, hear me out, it was my first time encountering a truly pay-to-win game. So I did not know how to act. And I don't think the devs or anybody knew that. Like, I had never seen mechanics and stuff like that in my life. I was just like, yo, what is this?
Yeah, and like my games, formerly my.com, is a certain example of why I hate scummy companies.
And the thing is, right, and I feel
it's
terrible because like it's business practices from the higher ups. You know, it sells, it makes money. The people I actually meet that work for my.com are amazing, cool people.
Which was awesome.
Like
awesome.
Cage, Kill Shift, the community managers I talk to now, they're great people.
Yeah, it's like the people are good. Just the company, just fundamentally, I personally just hate. I despise scummy business practices.
Yeah, I can't stand it. Oh, clip art I have. I'm actually that's actually a topic here in the episode later on. We're gonna get to that because clip art. I'm gonna mention one game name and then I'm not gonna drag on because the topic's gonna make me snap. But I was a huge Hyper Universe fan, a huge fan, and Nexon just they grabbed me by the balls. All right, I'm not even gonna start. But
We've
anyway,
been violated by many games.
Yeah. Speaking of dead games, before we start this episode, there's one thing we have to do.
Which game?
Condolences, and I didn't even write both of them in the script. I just mentioned one. Rest in peace to Anthem and Defiance 2050. Now, I want to know how you guys are feeling about this because both of you like Anthem. Shiny, me and you have played it a good chunk. Me, you, and Cap.
Every time I try to get you on that fucking game.
Yeah. Asylum, in all fairness, when we were supposed to start playing it, I was Xboxless for 2.5 months. But
I know. You chose the worst time.
Yeah. But I mean, when you gotta pre-order a next gen console, man, you gotta do. You know what? Screw this. You know what I'm doing next year. I swear on everything. I'm going to try it too, especially because, YouTube is technically a business. I'm going to see if I can write off my Series S and my PS5 on my tax return. And say, hey, their business needed equipment. and leave it at that. I'm going to see if I can do that. I'm going to try it. I don't know if I can or not, but I am going to give it a shot and see what the IRS...
imagine that's how bigger YouTubers justify getting newer cameras, whatnot. Like, better
Yeah,
quality
I mean,
demos.
people can do it with computers and all kinds of crap. So
I'm like, yeah, why won't you
yeah,
do? Why won't you be able to do it with the console? And Clipper says Defiance was his jam. I never really got into Defiance. I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie. But then again, while Defiance was out, I was. Hang on, I'm dying.
Are you okay, sir?
Uh, you already know the answer to that. But no, I was playing Warframe during Defiance's run.
Yes, you were. I do remember that.
It's a damn shame that the Warframe devs really just refused to release any proper story-based things, which wouldn't have fucking mattered anyways, because I already predicted what's going to happen. I knew from the get-go what they were going to do, which pisses me off.
Yeah, every RPG, MMO, and their mom right now, they all want to run to seasonal content because everybody wants to copy Fortnite.
Seasonal? Motherfuckers ain't even seasonal. Their seasonal shit is the fucking, like, their quote-unquote, well, their version of the Battle Pass. Glassmaker. That's just their fucking seasonal. They've been working on that instead of releasing the new war.
Yeah, where
Come
is the
on.
new war anyway? I was looking
I don't even
fucking
know, and it's pissing me off. Like, you want me to come back to Warframe for at least like a month?
Like, don't
Release
get me
new
wrong.
war.
I get that we are in the middle of a pandemic, but there's so much stuff we're waiting on right now that was announced
fuck
years
your
before
fuck
this
your pandemic.
pandemic started. And
I don't give a
everybody
fuck
and their
about
mom
pandemic.
screaming,
Release
"Nah,
new
we ain't
war."
doing this and that because of COVID." Like, I get it, but some of these devs out here are riding that excuse. Not all of them. I know there's a good chunk stuck because I've seen a lot of and heard a lot of stuff about the struggles, and I know it's real.
In all honesty, I just want the new war to release as an excuse to kill the Lotus. Just finish it. Just let me finish Ballas's work. Because Ballas wasn't a bad guy.
All right. So,
He
asylum
legitimately
question:
wasn't. He just
did you hear about what's happening to Anthem?
You mean how they're shutting all that shit down, and currently Anthem is on literal life support?
Well, they've pulled the plug. It's basically just it's breathing on its own till it dies.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that tweet. I saw your tweet on it, which kind of pissed me off because like every time I wanted you to play, you didn't have a fucking Xbox.
Yeah, and now I'm just like, the game wasn't bad, and the thing that pisses me off with this is right.
Endgame wasn't really that great, but like,
Yeah,
I like
it was just
being a brain dead farmer. Like, I will not hesitate to just go out into the field and grind for literal days on end just to get shit. It doesn't have to be good shit, as long as I get something.
And I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses for these devs and everything. And speaking of looter shooters, Asylum, the Outriders demo starts tomorrow, so make sure you download that. That'll actually be a good replacement. That's funny too. Anthem's dying and this game's getting ready to come out. But
what the fuck is Outriders?
Imagine, how do I put it? Imagine Destiny as like a third-person shooter with like Square Enix perfected RPG mechanics.
I will give this a shot.
Yeah. But
Could actually, I want to go back to Destiny. I just fucked Dead by Daylight.
my one thing with all this is that I'm concerned about is EA. They gave up on that a little bit too easily, and that worries me with any type of future projects that they're making. And the main reason that does worry me is because it's like I said in a video that I made just a few weeks ago. Respawn are working on some type of games as a service title. Now, granted, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. This could be the reason they told BioWare to drop Anthem, because Respawn is working on something that's going to fill that gap. And they might just want BioWare to focus on Dragon Age Inquisition and the new Mass Effect stuff and yada, 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 yada.
Fuck Dragon Age Inquisition.
I know.
I mean, it's not even that bad of a game. I just don't care for it.
Yeah, the multiplayer's good.
Yeah, multiplayer.
That's why I'm hoping the next Dragon Age game is really heavily multiplayer based. or MMO-esque like.
Like make it like an MMO, like an MMO style hub.
Yeah, like
and then just
like
make it
they don't even
multiplayer
have
co-op.
to just make a Dragon Age Dauntless. I don't know, just something with
Tennek,
with
if they made
gathering with
a
your
Dragon Age
pals
like
and killing
Dauntless,
beasts. Right, that's
Tennek,
all
if
I
they
want.
made a Dragon Age like Dauntless, I would drag your ass to a fucking dragon. I would not hesitate to drag you to the edge of death.
Bioware, I take that back.
No, actually,
Because
no, fuck you.
this bastard is going to grab me by my dreads and pull me into whatever hardcore raid y'all decide to release first and try and clear it at level 1. And I'm not doing that. I know the definition of insanity. This guy doesn't. And he refuses to process it in his brain. So no,
Oh, no,
I don't want no parts of that.
No. Tennek, the definition of insanity is doing something over and over again, expecting a different result. I get results. I win. I succeed.
I'll give you that. You have done some pretty impossible shit.
Look at how I fucking play Bloodborne.
Also, anyway, I don't think EA gave up on Anthem too fast. They've been working on this for about a year and some change. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, well, where's their revenue? How do you expect to get paid? They probably paying these people salaries. I know it's a small team, but salaries of probably like 80,000, 100,000. Where are they getting this money from? Anthem not bringing in the money. Oh.
You damn right. That shit $8 at GameStop.
And they're not gonna put the money from their other games into that. I surely wouldn't. I'd be like, bitch.
Oh,
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna move my assets.
If you say that, but like a lot of other games
Shine, this is
bad
why I love
starts.
you, man. You're always the voice of reason and the logic that makes us think straight to the developers.
But those other teams are indie and probably more committed to it. Probably have more backers, crowdfunding, all that shit. They don't do crowdfunding. They just be like, yo, if my who's shareholders want it, sure, we'll do it. If they don't want it, we gotta do something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you. But between what you said and also what I was saying earlier about Respawn possibly filling that void, I think that's probably the two reasons. Like, it's just it just sucks to see it go because like that game could have been good. It was
don't get me wrong.
Gorgeous game. The combat was great. The boss fights were fun.
Gameplay was great.
The story was a little You know, it started bare bones, but
wait, there was a story?
Oh yeah, it was bare bones.
My whole thing was just shooting things. I don't give a fuck about the story if there's guns.
Yeah, that's the thing about these looter games, man. They always start bare bones and things like that. And there's one company that that scares me, but I just don't want to see them give up, and that's the guys behind this other game, Godfall. And I look at that game, and it just reminds me of so many similarities. And I just look at the complaints people make about it, the scores it's getting, the videos that come out, and it's like Destiny 1 deja vu all over again. And I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, y'all said this same shit about Destiny, but look at that game now.
I think they need to change how their elements work in Godfall.
They do. Agree.
Because right now it's like everything just does dot damage. Why does everything do dot damage?
Yeah, everything does.
I put water damage on you, damage over time. I put fire damage on you, damage over time. What?
Like, don't get me wrong. Okay. I'm grateful they all do something, because there are those dumb RPG makers where water damage, fire just does nothing but put an animation on your weapon. But they need to just get creative with it. I don't know. Make the
they can even do the old crowd control shits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Make water. I don't know, lower accuracy because the enemy's slipping on it or something.
Enemies or
like water would slow enemies. Fire would decrease accuracy.
I mean, fire doing damage over time is fine because it's burning.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Seth's here.
Hey, Setsuya. Welcome, buddy. By the way, guys, lots of love to Satsuya. He is the founder of this podcast. After all, he is the man who made this all possible, made it happen. So make sure y'all show my man some love in the chat. Shiny, sorry for interrupting you.
Bleeding also does dot damage sometimes, but it's like I like how bleeding is done in Dark Souls. You know, when you get it, when you
Oh, it's like a meter, and when it's full, it's just
burst.
yeah, just you get hit with a fucking train.
Yeah, and the thing is, Godfall takes a lot of inspiration from Dark Souls. Like, steal some more.
Yeah, facts. It's like okay to use all the tropes of games. Like no one's gotta be like,
your Dark Souls, I like your cut, G.
And then come in there 5 minutes later, your Dark Souls, I'm gonna get your cut, G. Get the same cut. Put a little bit more of a fade on it.
Motherfucker. You're gonna make me want to play that game again.
Well, Asylum, Godfall, that's one when it does hit Xbox I want you to check out because, man, it's like... it's like... kind of like... I'm going to say combat-wise, at least, and game fundamentals. It's like Dark Souls and Diablo had a baby. It's a looter game with, you know, really good Souls-like combat. And it's just... it's amazing.
And I'm going to break it.
Yeah. Oh, you are? I already know you're going to make some Dex build that's going to be absolutely broken. Come into my playthrough and one-shot everything. I can't wait.
Is it PvP?
No, but with that with that combat in that game, my opinion at least, it'll happen eventually. It's inevitable. Somebody's gonna want arenas to test their builds out on other players and stuff like that. They're gonna come up with something.
So if they were to do that, I can guarantee you, I would drag you to the arena, and you would not be fighting a Dex build. It will be a max strength build.
The problem with that is, Asylum, because it's you, you're talking like I'm going into that arena.
Oh, you are. I'm not going to give
the
you...
The second you send me a invite that even looks like it's remotely dealing with PvP, you're going to see Tennek127 Gaming has signed off for the day on whatever platform you're playing it on.
I will hunt your ass
And then
down.
you'll get a happy little Discord message saying, "Sorry, pal, my throat hurts a bit. I think I'm catching something. I'll talk to you in a few days." I'll give it a week, wait for you to forget about it, and then I'll get back on.
It's like, is this me beating you to death on Dark Souls with a max strength fist only? Is that what this is from?
You know, I forgot all about that until today, where you brought it up just now. So fuck you. All right?
Fuck you, I don't need weapons. I just need my...
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
But I do.
There are things in my life I'm ashamed of, and that is one of them.
I beat you to death multiple times.
Okay.
I said I don't need weapons, because I had max health and max strength by that time. And I said, come here, boy. Let's see how good your magic is. And as it turns out, I didn't need armor either.
You sure
fucking
didn't.
dodge through all your fucking magic horse shit. You're fucked.
Alright. But let's go ahead and get on with tonight's lovely topics. So, I wanted to get you guys' opinion on this a while ago, but I said screw it. We should probably save this for the podcast. You guys remember that little Xbox Live Gold price hike fiasco like a month ago?
Oh, yeah.
The price was going to like double or something.
Week. Yeah, like they just like, oh yeah, it's going to be like double now, and then everyone got pissed.
Now, me personally, I just think that was a weird, silly marketing tactic to just promote Game Pass Ultimate more, or make it look like a more sensible option, because once you see that, if that actually ever became reality, Game Pass Ultimate would be a no-brainer. But I honestly want to know what you guys think.
Well,
I know it's kind of late, but if it weren't for our absences, and if we did this show, the topic would have been around the time it was actually happening. So I know we're covering this late, but
yeah, this
like
is
I said, guys, this is a makeup episode.
Shit. That's an excellent question.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the topic?
The price hike
Remember the
fiasco.
Xbox Live
Oh.
price hike fiasco thing that happened like a month ago?
That was so weird. I don't know.
I don't really have an opinion on it. All I know is that everyone and their mom got pissed.
Yeah, I swear it was. I don't think they were actually going to do that because they're not stupid.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm just like, bro, they wouldn't be that dense in a pandemic when people are already broke.
Yeah, it's like
increase the price.
yeah.
Like I swear it was a weird way to market Game Pass Ultimate or something, and it just
it probably was. Like, oh hey, we're going to double the price, but in actuality, we're not. We're like trying to like trick people to get Game Pass Ultimate. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't care.
yeah, and they probably weren't expecting it to go that crazy either because they probably assumed at this point not a lot of people use gold anymore because of Game Pass Ultimate. I mean, it's $5 more a month. Why wouldn't you? Especially if you pay for gold monthly. Yeah. It's kind of like a no-brainer. But I don't know. I cannot wrap my head around the logic of that for the life of me, and it drives me crazy. And I've been I don't know why they would do that.
I have no insider thought on that. I think that's a very foolish business move. There's just no rhyme or reason for that. What if somebody was trolling and they just faked the numbers?
The social media team. Yeah, what if you just trolled the absolute fuck out of our entire fan base? Actually, that's what fucking behavior for Dead by Daylight does occasionally.
Oh God.
They do. They don't hesitate. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, I believe you. Yeah, I don't know. That one was just just a weird move. I did not get around the logic of that. But all right. So let's get on to the second topic. Now, when I told you guys the one that's bugging me when it comes to Xbox, it's this one. And Shiny, I'm going to bring up something, and you're going to understand a little bit why I'm concerned when I bring this up. But like I said, I'm expecting you to just rock my shit and school me with this. So, number 2, and Asylum, this is a game that, as you know, we've all been wanting you to try for a long time, but we just haven't got around to it.
I got started trying it out with BB.
Okay, you did.
But then, life started getting in the way, and I wasn't able to continue.
Yeah. So, as I'm sure you guys have both heard, Bleeding Edge is going to be shut down. Or they're at least not doing any more updates for it. Now, with that studio, I can definitely understand because, they probably want to focus more on the Setsuna House, the Setsuna Sacrifices sequel. God, I cannot remember that whole name of that game for the life of me. But the reason this is bugging me and why this scares me is because this will be Xbox's third hero-based game in some way, shape, or form shut down in the past three or 4 years. I'm not going to, mostly due to Microsoft pulling the plug on it. And there was Gigantic was the first one. Now, the second one that got shut down, as you know, and I brought it up earlier because Clip Art was talking about Nexon. The second one was Hyper Universe. Now, I know that fully wasn't on Xbox. That's something that Nexon does, but the game was exclusive to Xbox, and I feel Microsoft, if they wanted to support it, they could have stepped in some way, shape, or form, especially since they're, lacking exclusives right now. That is the one thing people complain about. And now we have Bleeding Edge. So, do Microsoft just not like hero shooters or hero based games, or I don't. It's just
honestly, they're probably just looking for a number. Well, the Nexon, they don't trust Nexon. I wouldn't put money into any Nexon product.
Yeah, Nexon, they're shady. I don't.
Yeah, they're very I want money.
Yeah.
Practice. Who was the other one?
Hang on. We need to beat the fuck out of Nevermore. Hang on. We need to beat the fuck out of Nevermore. He's 30 minutes late.
I don't know what.
Gigantic.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Gigantic. It was going pretty well.
Tennek started playing it, and then shortly after he started
I
playing
fell in love with that fucking game.
Like a month later,
I
got shut
really
down.
don't know with that one, but then again, we also don't have the numbers. But I don't know what numbers they were hoping to hit. Bloody Edge, I knew that they wanted that game to do extremely well, and that one probably definitely did not hit numbers
Yeah.
that they wanted it to hit. Basically just due off of how it released. I remember when I was playing it the first week, it was just it seemed kind of laggy, and not kind of, I mean a lot.
Yeah,
And
it
of
was.
course, you get that, but that really turns people off, like that just want to try it. They're not even fans; they just want to try it. But as soon as they feel that, they're just like, yeah, I don't care anymore, and they just leave.
Yeah, another thing I noticed about these 3 games too, in particular, the marketing for all of them sucked.
Yeah,
And
that too. Marketing is not good for them, but it's probably because they're just like, oh, they're colorful hero shooters colorful hero-based games that just attract people usually. And it's just like Overwatch is like that, sure.
Yeah.
But I also don't play Overwatch anymore, and I don't like Overwatch anymore. So I guess that's saying much.
Nevermore. I'm not completely sure. I can bump up our
Don't-
audio some if you like.
The only hero
just max
shooter
it.
I like is Paladins. That's it.
Oh, yeah, Paladins is amazing. But I don't
Well,
know.
technically, Rainbow is considered a hero shooter now, but okay.
Yeah.
I mean, each character has a unique ability, so I mean, it's fair to consider it a hero shooter.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
by technicality, it is.
No, it's a hero shooter now. It went from when this came out, it used to be tactical shooter, but then they were like, well, every character has their own ability, and we have a lot of characters. Hero shooter.
Yeah, I mean, tactical hero shooter. How about that?
I mean, if you take Rainbow and put a fantasy spin on it, boom, there you go, Valorant on console. Kinda.
I'd rather.
I'm about to say I can enjoy myself playing Rainbow.
All right. You know what?
I can too.
I'm not even gonna start that debate because I see.
Yeah, you don't want that action.
I hear it in your voice. I see where you're going.
You don't.
We're not gonna go. I don't want.
You
the
don't
smoke.
want this fucking smoke.
I don't want the smoke. I don't want the smoke. I'm not even gonna ask for the smoke.
I would not hesitate.
I will burn that game out.
Y'all are passing me the cigarette right now, and I'm turning it down. I'm not even taking a puff. I don't want the fucking smoke.
Smart move.
All right, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna let that one go, and I'm gonna love Valorant in peace.
No,
Go
fuck
ahead.
you. After this, we're gonna play Rainbow Six Siege. Fuck you.
Go ahead, love your Valorant in peace. Go cry in a corner.
Little bitch.
I love Valorant. Come to console. But
No.
all right, okay. On to our third topic. I wanted to ask you guys about Halo Infinite because they released an article a few weeks ago talking about their optimization plan. And I'm sure a lot of developers are now discussing this even more thanks to the whole Cyberpunk situation. But they have a plan to focus exclusively on optimization for all platforms. Do you guys think it will work? Do y'all think Halo Infinite should be released on last-gen platforms? Or do y'all think it should be next-gen exclusive?
I believe, as of right now, as in the way how consoles are being bought, as in they aren't being bought, scalpers are buying the shit out of them.
Fuck scalpers, I hate them.
I think that's the right choice right now because, well, who can play our game if only so many people have the new console to play it, you know?
Yeah. I will say that's one thing good about this shortage of forced multi-platform for a while.
They also, when Microsoft made Series, they made a modular system so that you can do this, so that smart delivery is a thing.
Right.
So that if I make a game for Xbox, I'm not just making it for the Series X or the Series S or the One. I'm making it for all of them. And there's the bare minimum I need to hit for graphics. And then for other versions, I just increase the maximum of how much these graphics can go. That's basically all it is.
Yeah, they Phil Spencer explained it pretty much how you did. It just scales up and down like
It's not hard.
PCs.
It's
Now,
literally like the game just like, hey, and which version am I? Am I this version? Okay. That's it.
right.
It's a wrap.
And I mean, you being in game development and stuff, I'll trust your word more than anything. There's the occasional developer that'll speak out here and there and say something stupid. Like I've heard so many times now that the Series S is going to be the bottleneck of this generation. Da, 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 da. Which, like I said, I'm no game dev. I don't know. Could could be, but
What did it mean by that though? What do you mean?
that because it's it being the weakest console, it's holding the other versions of the game back. But I don't understand that when PC has been doing this forever.
Yeah, that's such a weird concept. It's like, bro, you can have
like PC can do this, but console can't. But console's made with PC hardware. I don't.
It's just it don't make sense.
Yeah, I've never understood that ever. Asylum, how do you feel about it? Do you think Halo Infinite should be multi-platform? Should it be just next gen specific?
Okay, look, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Me no have Xbox Series S or X. Me has Xbox One S.
Mm-hmm.
If me want to play Halo Infinite, me need to play on Xbox One S.
So I think, judging off of what you just said, your answer is very, very simple.
Bro, like when I found out
I
that
would hope it's
Devil May
fucking simple.
Cry 5 was special edition was next gen exclusive, or sorry, current gen exclusive, I'll punch in the air.
Someone accidentally locks flies. He's punching the air. He just fucking knocks their ass out.
Jesus Christ.
Like fuck. I was like, yo, I want to play this new game mode. Fuck you guys.
Oh, the event's over on Siege. Fuck.
It is?
Yeah.
Damn it. I like that.
No more event. It good event. The map confused the fuck out of me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, the map was just annoying. I swear, every time Defenders, that same corner in the building, over and over, top floor, never anywhere else. God, that was annoying. Okay. So.
Nevermore, what the fuck's that question mark for, huh?
Yeah, Nevermore, what's up, buddy? Huh?
Oh, what the fuck's that question mark for, boy?
Yeah. Last thing we heard you ask about was volume. What's good?
It's like, you just need to max this out. Just, like, let us fucking peak your fucking sound.
Yeah, I'll put you up again. He said, oh, wrong. Wow.
So, like, can you just max me out real quick?
Sure. All right, you're maxed.
God damn it, Nevermore. Who the fuck took Cav? Oh, I want to kill whoever took Cav. Where's Legion?
He said, don't mind me. Okay. All right, so we're going to go on to our fourth topic, and then after this one, we have one more that I would like to discuss with you guys, along with a little move I've recently made. So, as you guys may have heard, I'm not sure if you guys did or not, but Final Fantasy XIV Fan Fest has passed. The 6.0 Endwalker expansion has been announced, and it confirms to end the Final Fantasy XIV storyline, but the game will start a whole new storyline starting with this patch 6.1 immediately after the expansion. However, this late into the game's life cycle, there's still no announcement of an Xbox version. Do you guys still believe it's going to come? Have you heard any of the rumors this week about some places saying that, Square isn't really focusing on it right now? Both Phil Spencer and Yoshida have been telling us that they're working things out and working together to make this happen. Do you guys have any opinion on Final Fantasy XIV coming to Xbox in the future?
I hope it comes to Xbox just for, some simplicity on my part.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm not really using my PlayStation anymore.
Right.
And I don't really want to play it on PC.
Yeah. That's my thing either. I don't want to play it on PC. I'm going to for just, a little bit. Just,
You're a content whore.
And suck it up. But, I don't really want to play Final Fantasy 14 on PC either.
Just accidentally throw your fucking impact in Rainbow Six Siege and you meant to throw something else down.
Setsuya said, "Oh man, yeah, Setsuya, that one's a touchy topic. I don't know if you watched that video I sent you earlier this week, but Mr. Happy did clear that up and shut up a lot of people. I don't even know if I'm going to make a video on the situation right now because I really just think one publication was wrong, and a certain individual that you and I both know on Twitter that I'm not going to name just decided to run with it and lose his mind with it instead of looking into the facts that were already there. That's what I personally think happened." And a lot of people got upset before actually doing research and thinking about what the actual people in charge of that project have said, which I just personally think it's still going to happen. Phil Spencer and the guy who's the head of the damn game said, yeah, we're working to make it happen. I don't know what other clarification anybody needs. Oh yeah, so yeah, I feel you. Like it's so late in it now that a lot of people that were looking forward to it, would just write it off because this is something that should have happened, like at Heaven's Ward or Stormblood. Excuse me, y'all about to end the core storyline, and it's still not available on other platforms. Like, come on. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be playing New Genesis anyway. That's just that's my personal opinion.
New Genesis.
Yes, that's how I feel.
Yeah. Also, the new raid is out. The final raid, like this is the final boss fight, and it is very difficult, and I love it.
Yay! That means I need
not
to
like super duper difficult.
finish my Phantom.
It reminds me of when I fought Luther for the first time. Got absolutely fucked.
Yeah, Luther, the first time I went against him, especially on anything super hard or higher, he freaking waxed me.
Now Luther pulls up and everybody beats the shit out of him.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. But, Shiny, how do you feel about Final Fantasy 14 coming to Xbox? You still think it's going to happen? You doubtful about it?
I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I do too.
I hope it happens for all the people that want to play it. Honestly.
Yeah. Like especially if they have a really long-term plan for this game, I definitely think it needs to. But I want to use Setsuya in here for an example because just not even a year ago, Setsuya was very passionate and hyped for this. And seeing, his mentality change after all this time is just something I want to use for an example. After a while, this is going to be the mentality of a lot of Xbox players if this just doesn't happen eventually. If they wait till patch 6.3, 6.4, 6.5, or even 7.0 to bring this out, there's going to be people looking at like, yo, we're so behind in content. What's the point? Like, they'll just feel like it'll be forever to catch up. I don't know. I think if they're gonna do it, I think they really need to stop pussyfooting about it because they're definitely taking their sweet time with this one. But either you guys have any remarks before we move on to the last topic of the night?
No. Just I'm not the brightest person when I play Siege sometimes. Nothing like literally bumping into the Ash, but not paying enough attention to realize that she's in fucking Ash, and you're a Cav.
So she ended you, is what you're saying.
It actually took us both a second to realize that we were not allies.
Oh.
And then she proceeded to gun me down.
Sheesh.
So yeah, I left this poor alibi alone with an unknown assailant.
Oh God.
I feel kind of bad.
I'm really sorry about that.
The alibi did not deserve this. The Capcan did. The Capcan literally made it so I couldn't interrogate somebody. Fuck that Capcan.
No.
I should have shot him on the spot, but I didn't. I should have.
But alright. last topic of the night, and this one's a real simple one. I know it's still kind of early to be asking you guys this, and it's even early to judge. But I guess it's more so I can feel out y'all plans for the year. And because for those who don't know, I've finally ordered a PlayStation 5. I should have it here in probably a week or two. But Shiny or Asylum, we talked about this. Well, Shiny and Asylum, we talked about this last year. But do you guys feel 2021 is a good year to buy a next gen console, or would you wait even longer after 2021? Like, do you guys feel like the headache to actually find one is worth it this year, or do you think waiting until 2022 or 2023 is even more of a smart thing to do? Like, regardless whether you have the money to afford it or not, like, if you could, would you get a next gen console right now, or would you wait?
I personally wait.
You'd wait.
I'd wait for there to be more new games that can be properly used on a console.
Okay.
But that's more of a personal thing. Like, disregarding finances, because I am poor as fuck. Waiting for me the best choice.
Right. Yeah, let all the idiots like me beta test it for you.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, I want you to suffer. I don't want to suffer.
Use me.
Don't ever say that like that again. I will personally hunt you down just to punch you.
I don't know. Since it hasn't even been officially, they're not even 1 year old yet, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's kind of early for me to bring this up. I just figured I'd get you.
But they're also very hard to get. I think in time they'll be easier to get, which I would say sure go for it, but not with scalpers and shit. I cannot say that.
Yeah, the scalping situation is very annoying.
That shit should be illegal, honestly.
Yeah, well they're making it in some countries like India.
I know in the UK it is.
Yeah, in UK they're cracking down on it. Me personally, when I was looking for my PlayStation 5, that took me about 4 days of online looking, and a lot of the attempts I did make, I was basically screwed out of buying one because they literally went from in stock to out of stock within less than a minute.
Yep.
Oh, it's probably literal seconds.
Yeah, like when they went in stock on the PlayStation website, this was so funny. So I sat in here in a Discord. Good buddy of the channel, Sarah Monin. He made a Discord that's dedicated to help people get next gen consoles. Good fight, good cause. I'm proud of that. But it's literally the most freaking discouraging thing ever, especially if you're trying to buy one. The Discord will announce an alert. You'll be on a Discord and you'll see a billion other people who are hype wanting to do the same thing you do, jump in there and wait for some random queue. Regardless if you're the first one in there, that queue just sticks you in a random spot in line for about a good 30 or 45 minutes. Then it lets you in the PlayStation Store and you have to get in, check out as fast as you can before the time's up or you're boned. It's literally like playing the lottery for something you can afford.
Oh, dear.
And it's just the most discouraging, annoying thing. It just, I don't even know. Like the pre-order I did for the Series S was so much easier than this. Like I literally just went to a GameStop a little early in the morning, stood in line for a few hours, and boom, done. So Suya only got it for the podcast and the review. I mean, fair enough. Content creation. I mean, that's the same reason I'm getting them early. Like if it weren't for me being a YouTuber, I would not buy these till next year or the year after, because I never do. I never buy consoles at launch. I hate it. But once the next gen consoles were announced, Aki can even vouch for me. Her and I were sitting down talking about it. She even said to me, and she was like, "Babe, if you want to take this YouTube thing seriously, if this is what you're really going to do and you're going to keep trying to go with it, you need to be on top of things. That includes these new consoles." She was like, "What if there's a MMO coming exclusive to one that you can't access because you got the previous gen?" I said, "That's true." Now, will that happen? I doubt it. I can't picture any next gen exclusive MMOs coming anytime soon. But as a content creator, you always gotta be prepared for that possibility, because one thing about game developers is they love throwing random shit at your head. I don't know how many times me and Asylum have personally witnessed that.
All the fucking time.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to take the risk.
You're like, oh, there should be nothing wild happening, and then out of nowhere, there's like, yo, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it'll be a chill week for the channel. No serious releases. Trailer for a new MMO dropping tomorrow. Ding, 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 out of nowhere.
Trailer. Plot twist, the entire MMO drops the next day.
Like Skyforge, man. I was done with it. I was going to wait until they made some serious changes to this game. Next thing I know, I'm just sitting here one day. Skyforge Nintendo Switch announcement trailer. I said, here we go again.
See, the worst part is you're going to drag me onto Nintendo Switch Skyforge.
And the worst thing about that trailer when it came out is, I kid you not, 10 minutes after that trailer hit the internet, I got a comment randomly on one of my old Skyforge videos. Tennek, are you going to cover it on Switch? I said, here we go.
Yeah, I'm glad that my one Skyforge video has still remained under the radar. It's incredible.
I hope it blows up, just so you're...
I hope it doesn't.
I want to see you.
I have to like remake that if it.
Oh yeah, Setsuya, that was actually at the very beginning. That was literally our intro discussion. Setsuya, I do want to share with you one theory that I have behind this with the Anthem thing before we go, so I can just reiterate it. I don't know if you saw my video on it that I made a few weeks ago, but as you know, EA, they're the ones that control Respawn Entertainment, BioWare, the guys of Anthem and Dragon Age, DICE, the Battlefield guys. They control all those dudes. They're the publisher. Respawn are actually working on a games as a service, adventure forever kind of game. I think one reason they went ahead and agreed to shut Anthem down is because Respawn is building something that's going to fill that void eventually. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a sci-fi looter shooter kind of thing, like a Destiny or Anthem or Warframe kind of deal. I mean, it would make sense with how good they are with gunplay. They've proved that with Apex Legends and Titanfall. I don't know if it's going to be some type of free-to-play MMORPG, and EA notices, hey, Activision and Blizzard are sleeping on bringing World of Warcraft to multiple platforms, so we're going to make a big MMO for everything. So, see, that could be it too, dude. Respawn just did a Star Wars game and it was received well. But then again, aren't Ubisoft the one with the rights to Star Wars now?
That's an excellent question.
Oh, I could have sworn the rights were passed on to Ubisoft or something. Hey, babe, thank you so much for the 3 months. Thank you. Didn't even realize you were watching.
Yeah, she's always watching.
Oh yeah, no, she usually just says something. She didn't say anything, so I had... Everyone has the rights from what you hear. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't completely sure, but Cecilia, honestly, that could be it. And honestly, dude, I would love some free-to-play, like, Knights of the Old Republic successor.
I just want to be a Sith.
That's multi-platform. But I don't know. The fact that it's in Respawn Entertainment's hands and seeing how Apex Legends is handled, that gives me good faith for whatever this is. But the only thing we do know, because it's Respawn and we see how they are with their cosmetics, the microtransactions are going to be expensive as fuck. Like a skin in Apex will run you $20 or $30, depending on how good it is.
Welcome to why I can't afford any other champions either.
Oh, the champions are cheap. Champions are like $6.
I
And
can't afford $6.
Oh, you can grind. You can grind them easily.
If you're
Shoot.
good. See, I'm
No, you don't gotta
garbage.
be good. It's just it's literally XP. You get 600 of the currency every time you level up.
Okay, look, Tennek, I don't get that much XP if I die within the first 2 minutes.
Alright,
I think I just have bad luck where I land.
It is.
I just choose the worst spot.
Yeah, mind you,
literally every
Apex has
time.
gotten a lot harder. The player base for that game has definitely evolved. There was a point where, when it first came out, me, Aki, and BB, we played it faithfully every day. And I kid you not, Aki's right here in chat. Y'all can ask her. We would average anywhere between 2 to 5 wins per day, and it was it was child's play. It was a good hero shooter battle royale. It was a lot more slower pace. People were still learning the map, but now, shit, I'm lucky if I can drop somebody. And that's one reason I can't wait to try it on Switch when it comes out, so I can get a fresh start.
Aren't they adding Titans?
No.
What?
Okay.
Apex?
So yeah. I saw a rumor that they're going to be adding Titans.
Somebody
that's what
found
people
something
want,
about it in the
so.
game files like a year ago. I mean, I don't know. It's possible because I mean they could want to do some some Titanfall Easter eggs and stuff like that. I could definitely picture like a limited time event or something, but I don't know. I have no idea.
Hello there.
I'm still hoping for them to add a team deathmatch or style mode or some freaking solos. Something that you can easily play when you don't have anybody on. That's the only reason I don't play it, because like it requires you to have friends and not to play it, and I hate playing that with randoms.
I love how this man was about to say he has no friends.
No, I wasn't gonna say I have no friends. No, it requires you to play it with somebody all the time because it's only duos and trios. Like I can't stand that. Like just let me play solos. I'll suck up whoever has broken abilities. I don't care. Just let me grind it on my own when nobody else is on.
No, you're not allowed to be alone.
Well,
buddy
yeah.
system, my guy. It doesn't matter if you know the person.
Apex rant.
Buddy
Over.
system.
But yeah, that's all our topics for night. Shiny, Asylum, did y'all have anything extra y'all wanted to chip in before we called it?
Well, I'm going to take your dick. I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to feed it to some wild animal.
What did I do to deserve that?
You bought a PlayStation 5.
Most people they get cussed out. They get snapped on. They get a little lecture about hey, that's a couple $100 of cool games you could have bought on another console or whatever the case.
That's some pussy ass shit, bitch.
But nah, you're going to slice off my meat and
you don't need it.
Feed it to whatever wild creature you can find.
Yeah, they need it more than you do.
All right. Shiny, what about you? You got any closing remarks for tonight?
No.
No, okay.
Actually, hold on, wait a minute.
You sound you laughing hard at something.
Please let it be a meme. If it's a meme, fucking share it with us.
I'm just on. Right now, I'm looking at new Genesis shit, and I just can't wait for this game.
Oh, bro, me too.
It looked so good. I should have played the beta, even though it was in Japanese. I ain't give a fuck.
Which Google translates for me, guy.
I just hope the beta went well, so we'll get here sooner.
Oh, it most definitely did.
Okay, that's all.
I think Maximilian was playing it. But yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, guys, this is cockless Tennek127 because Asylum is going to slice off my meat.
You don't need it.
Signing out. of your favorite podcast tonight. Because this guy is going to kill me for being a Sony pony. Or
Sacrifices have to be made.
why?
You bought a fucking PS5. That is the only reason. I don't need any other reason.
So you don't even care about the well-being for whatever it is you're sacrificing me for. It's just the fact that I put money towards that system. You feel as though pain needs to be inflicted upon me.
Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably sacrifice you for literally anything. I have no moral basis on why I sacrifice people. I just do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it here first. The Asylum Warden is official psychopath. And that's going to be it for tonight's episode of Talk Xbox to Me. I hope you guys all enjoyed tonight's episode. Remember, if y'all missed it, it's going to be live on youtube.com/Tennek127. Make sure y'all are following Shiny and Asylum on Twitch. Give them some support. Show them some love. Make sure you check out both their YouTube channels as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, links to their channels will be down in the description below. And I hope you all have a wonderful motherfucking night.
No.
Shiny and Asylum, if y'all don't say bye.
I do not hope you all have wonderful nights.
Bye,
I hope
everyone.
that you stub your toe every 2 seconds.
It's gonna be okay, everybody.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good night, guys. See you in the next one.